Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
First carry of the game here for Royce Freeman. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Daniel. And way down into the red zone before he's dropped inside of Cleveland's 15. And give him a gain of 37. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, nice move. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Trying to finish off this opening drive from the 3. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over, over.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the Broncos get there and take him down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Daniel. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Daniel. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We got three. Here we go now. Green 39, green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Daniel. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And McManus able to put it through. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A first down throw for Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
On second down, Mayfield again. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gun! 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 Hot! Hot!
Third and long for Mayfield. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And now running right through it. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get a 3, right? Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and I think the Browns got it. They did. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
They'll run with Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They get it to him running left. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Gone! Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go!
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
No, check, Patriot! Watch him now, Barney!
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively.
Right, now, look at
You and I
56,
often talk about an
56.
offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Freeman at tailback. He's got it running left. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Leopards! Detroit! Gone!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
Green 39! Green 39! Gone!
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Leopard! No. Check. Patriot!
The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Chubb. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Gone!
They go play action. Mayfield. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
All right, now, look at 56.
Mayfield on first down. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit!
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 23 yards on the play.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Leopard!
They'll set up a throw, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Tanner Vallejo leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And incomplete on the deep ball. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Detroit!
They begin this drive with Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Callaway taking it in left side. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Detroit!
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So that'll back him up 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Watch it now, Barney.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Detroit! Watch it now,
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
And again, it's Chubb. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.